Welcome to The List. I'm Jessi Combs.
And I'm Patrick McIntyre.
When it comes to motorsports, you typically have to have access to a private track.
People take it way too seriously.
And you gotta have a lot of money.
But the event that we're at today is here to prove that you can use public land.
You can have a ton of fun.
And you can do it on the cheap.
And on the weird. So come along with us as we check the Gambler 500 off our list.
I've had a love affair with cars my whole life. I build them in my shop, and I race them both on and off-road.
I've spent years on the auto show circuit talking about cars, but now it's time to get behind the wheel and find the next adventure.
Together, we're setting out to tackle all things that every car enthusiast should do.
This is The List.
When I first heard about the Gambler 500, all I saw was F-U-N, fun.
This is a thing that we just started with our buddies. It was a very grassroots event. We decided to go get some like dilapidated cars that maybe people didn't want to drive anymore. And we kind of like gave new life to them and kind of a fun, legal way to go out and do motorsports and enjoy the outdoors and just kind of challenge ourselves.
Oh my God. The last road rally we drove on the list was the Great Race, which was a precisely timed event with a big cash prize, and which featured an impressive array of polished classic cars. The Gambler 500 is exactly the opposite. You'll have a hard time finding a less organized, less polished, and more anarchic driving event anywhere in the world. There is no sanctioning body, no registration, no fees, and practically no rules. The only real prize is bragging rights for bringing the most ridiculous and least capable vehicle.
We've literally seen everything from Fieros to fire trucks, no doors, all doors, extra doors.
I saw a van that had a wing from a plane on the top of it.
You got old crappy cars, tons of miles, all sorts of modifications, backyard builds. This is definitely a recipe for disaster. Now, we didn't have time to prep our own car, so Tate said he would hook us up, and this is what we got. A Mazda Miata on Super Swappers.
Boom! Look at these tires!
And dude, check out this lift. I mean, even look at the fender flares.
Solid.
Pretty sure that's gonna keep the dust out of our eyes.
Oh yeah, look at this. Take
Yes.
the top off, don't need it. We got a roll cage inside, guys. Solid.
We got some sweet off-road lights just in case we end up driving in the dark, you know?
Got a spare tire back here with a strap. Is the strap holding the trunk or is the trunk holding the strap? I don't know.
Twice pipes!
Real deal, son, real deal.
Now, why do you think this car is gonna be advantageous to us in this event?
It won't be.
At all.
This is a terrible car. Because it looks like $1 million. It runs like dirt. Like, it's 222,000 miles. I bought it for just a little under $1,000.
When Jessi and I travel for these events, we have to have a crew with us of multiple people, and more often than not, they're in a rental car. And that rental car's got air conditioning, and it's got heated and cooled seats, and it's got lots of space inside of it. Not this trip. Oh, no, no, no. The crew got their own Gambler car for this trip, and I'd say it's almost just as audacious as our car. If one of these two cars breaks down, we are going to pile so much stuff and so many people into one of these cars, and I'm praying that it's not going to be the Miata that takes us all home.
And at the start line, participants are given a chart of GPS coordinates which define the course, covering 500 miles of highways, country roads, and backwoods trails. At each stage, teams have 3 route options: the easy way, the Gambler way, and the Devil's Butthole. Most of the vehicles in the rally have no business even attempting the Devil's Butthole. But the spirit of the event is to take the gamble.
The gamble is, am I taking the right road? Is this road gonna be quicker? Is my car gonna make it? And was inviting 2,000 people to your rally a good idea?
Most gutless car ever.
It sounds like it's working really hard.
It sounds like it is, but it's got nothing.
Okay, we're coming up on our first checkpoint.
Already?
Pretty soon here, yeah.
Sweet.
We're gonna take a left on 213, that second stoplight up there.
Second stoplight, copy?
Every checkpoint you go to, it's your job to take pictures at that checkpoint and to clean up. They want you to be aggressively courteous, that's their saying. So each checkpoint, you take a picture of where you're at, possibly take a picture of you collecting some trash, and then you post that to social media using a couple different hashtags. Is there anyone at that checkpoint to make sure you're there? No. Is there anyone at the end who's gonna make sure that you got all the checkpoints? No. What's the point of the checkpoints? To get out there and see something different than you wouldn't normally see. To go down a road that you wouldn't normally go down. Yard sale, yard sale, yard sale, yard sale, yard sale, yard sale. The Gambler car that we have was built for us. We didn't get a chance to really decorate it and make it our own. And as soon as we left the parking lot, we saw all these signs for garage sales. And I figured, we gotta stop and find something that we can add to this car.
All right, what are we looking at? The more gaudy, the better. The bigger, the better. How's it going? Are you the lemonade lady?
Yeah.
Okay. I see clothes, I see toys.
Yeah, you can have it.
Tell me this makes noise.
Well, you gotta have toys on your trip.
Oh, here we go.
The bear.
Oh my goodness.
It's the bear.
Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Oh, this is perfect. Thank you.
Thanks again, guys.
Thank you.
See ya. Wish us luck. Are we clear over? I can't see
You're clear.
anything now.
You're clear.
All right, guys, we're gonna be taking a left on Barlow Road in less than 500 feet. Oh boy, here we go. Oh yes, this is what the Miata was built for.
Oh yeah.
You look at what the trail is that we're supposed to go down, and then you think there's no way a Miata goes down that. But then you realize, oh no. This is a Gambler Miata. We absolutely will be going down that. And whether or not we come out is the gamble.
Oh, we got the ground clearance.
Come on, boys. Let's rally.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh God. Oh God. Oh boy.
I'm slowing down. Slowing down. Oh, man. Oh, wow. I need a bandana. Put that on next year's checklist. I think this is really great because it does show the capabilities of all sorts of different cars and the places you can go. Like, you don't have to have a super souped up vehicle to go explore backcountry kind of stuff.
I always thought that. I always thought, like, I'll never be able to enjoy the things that we do on the show because I don't have an off-road vehicle. But clearly, you don't need that.
You don't need it.
No.
Look at this. We're in the middle of nowhere.
Well, actually, we're at 45 degrees, 1446.4 north, and 121.39, 26.4 west. Okay, you have arrived.
Really?
Yeah. Great rates, man. So we're at one of the checkpoints, or the waypoints now, and our crew car, which is coming with us, unfortunately is not starting at all, which is kind of the problem when you use cars that are only $500. It appears that the battery and the battery cable, the terminals, they do not match each other whatsoever. So we're trying to make them match right now so we can get that started, because we started as a group and we will finish as a group. I'm gonna watch and eat M&Ms while she does this.
Well, let's try it too. It might happen again, so if it doesn't start up again, it's simple.
We'll send you the bill.
Look at the dust and the, like, yeah, and the way that it's lights hitting it. Oh.
It's magical.
It is magical. It's magical here. You guys, it's magical here right now.
First person
Oh, Canada.
There's definitely a community in all of this. I mean, when you're driving hundreds of miles and you see a car that's obviously not your average everyday car, it's covered in graphics and silly sauce, and it's not meant to even be on the road anymore. You know that it's part of the Gambler 500, and you're just automatically waving and honking your horns, and It's hard to not join in the fun and be a part of this nonsense that goes across this beautiful state of Oregon. All right, we are at the downhill checkpoint. So far, I've only had to fix my exhaust falling off of this car and the battery off of the production car. But other than that, we haven't had any problems. There's a beautiful river right there. This is a gorgeous place. And now we're going to, what's our next stop?
I don't know. The things that stood out for me on this trip are, so far, how nice everyone is. Because there's no competitive aspect, everyone is extremely generous, stopping to ask if you need help, whatever the case is. And the other thing that I've noticed is a dramatic change in the scenery. We went from mountains to desert, back to mountains again. It was a great taste of what Oregon has to offer in a short period of time. And I think they've done a good job, the organizers have, as far as giving us a chance to really explore what's out there.
We rolled into camp just before dark, and the scene before us was mind-blowing. Thousands of people, hundreds of cars, and one huge party.
A firework goes off and all of a sudden the party happens.
Oh no, man. Oh geez, the lasers are out. Here come the lasers.
We spent some time checking out the scene, but our real priority was assessing the damage to the Miata, including a severely bent tie rod and figuring out how we would keep her rolling for the rest of the rally.
This is one of those events where everybody here is here to help everybody, and that's kind of the name of the game is, you know, go around, have fun, and help people. Pick up trash, clean up everything. It's not necessarily about winning and getting to the finish line first, but everybody's here to help, and it's pretty awesome that this guy just happened to have a welding machine on his truck. Looks good to me.
We just left HOODOO Ski Ranch. We're on our way back to Portland for the party at Meadows. We got a couple checkpoints that we need to hit, but it should be an easy day. Should be. Yeah. As long as my broken fixes, as long as my fixes, ugh. We're fine. We're fine. Our tire is not gonna fall off. I'm gonna be able to steer the entire way back.
On the second day of the rally, we couldn't say no to another trip into the Devil's Butthole. If we thought the first day's off-pavement trek was tough, this route turned out to be a bone-jarring, dust-eating festival of pain.
I wonder how the crew's doing.
Oh, God! Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, yeah, what do we got here?
Roadblock.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Not good.
Patrick, do you want to go clear some roads? Yeah, I think we can probably move them.
See if this is even worth it.
Yeah.
Oh, we might not.
Oh, because we're wedged there. There's just a lot more fallen trees.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think this path is for us.
All right, let's go back.
Definitely can't climb over this stuff. These roadblocks are no bueno.
There are some limitations to our beautiful little Miata, and that is a bunch of fallen trees.
This is fun.
I can't open my mouth without getting dust in it. I feel like every time I bite down, I grin.
Hey guys, it looks like the exhaust is hanging off the back of your car. Yeah, it's pretty bad. You should pull over and take a look at it.
Okay.
Okay.
Sweet. whole exhaust. Oh.
The exhaust just came off completely.
Gaff tape? Well, yesterday our tip mount broke right here, right? So we just hung it up with some zip ties. No big deal. Now it's disconnected here, so when they welded it together, it wasn't a solid weld, so that cracked and broke. Definitely will have one hell of an exhaust leak.
And we have an open top, so it's not like exhaust fumes in the car are gonna kill us. Wow, there are a lot more zip ties under here than I expected to find on the bottom of a car.
Man, who knew zip ties were going to be so important this trip?
Zip ties, baling wire.
It's nice to take it out for a little ride. Real peaceful, you know? Hi, how you doing?
We are so close to being done. We're almost back to Portland, and the crew car just crapped the bed.
Yeah, because we were following them, and it started to tick pretty loud on the freeway. And so we got off to check it out, and died.
What's going on, man? What are we doing? We're using a Miata to tow whatever the hell that is. I have no idea.
All right, here we go. Everybody in.
I don't even know if this car has enough juice to pull it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, we gotta get Chris in that car. Slow down, slow down.
Trying to get slowing down the top to get Chris in the car, guys.
That worked. That just worked.
Yeah, it worked. Of course it worked.
Of course it worked.
Here we go, when you're ready.
Mine's too.
Whoa! Yeah, everybody's belted in. Except the tape bear. We can get back to Portland like this, right? Yeah, this is starting to get dumb.
I love it! Good job.
Looking back through the dirt and pain and frustration, it seems we had the ultimate gambler experience after all. We took two unspeakably bizarre vehicles into the Devil's Butthole and survived to tell the tale. We met a bunch of great people, we turned a few heads, and we even sacrificed a Chevy Tracker to the gods of mechanical chaos. And we made it back to Portland Meadows before the sun set on the closing ceremony.
Oh my God.
Well, we thought today was going to be the easy day.
Yeah, but it turns out when things go downhill, they go downhill quickly.
But hey, we made it here. The band's still playing. Even though things went wrong, we got them fixed and everything's handled.
So I think that means we can officially check the Gambler 500 off our list.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next adventure.
Seems like it was just the other day. Guys down in Green Gables, talking and taking, generally blow.